What do you mean by rho v? Can anybody? Rho v? If you watched the videos, you might have seen this one. I think only 50% of you have watched the recorded videos. So rho v was nothing but volume charge density. Volume charge density. Now, what is volume charge density? You know about density, right? Normally, in terms of mass, density means what? Mass per volume. The same concept here we can apply. What is volume charge density then? Charge divided by volume. Charge per unit volume is called volume charge density. Similarly, we have in the case of mass, it is a bulk material. But when we deal about charges, we may have a volume, bulk volume, or we may have area, and we may have a line. So, what will be the density in this case? Can anybody please respond to? In this case, if it is a bulk or three-dimensional object, we call it as rho v. If it is a surface, what it will be? In the surface, we don't have volume, right? So what we have to do? Yes, very good. Area. So rho, yes, we call it as surface charge density. Okay. So what is surface charge density? Surface charge density is charge per area, unit area. Charge per unit area is called surface charge. Okay. So it will be dq by ds. You know that area is a vector. Okay. Next, for a line, what it will be? Length. Very good. So we call line surface charge density, then length charge density, rho L. So what is rho L here? What it will be? It will be charge per length or dq by dl. Yes, very good. So we got to know what is rho L. So we are discussing about line charge. So we want rho L now. Right. We don't have a bulk volume or we don't have a sheet. So we are going for a line. So we'll see this one in the GeoGebra. Okay. We have to derive the field due to a line of infinite length. Okay. Line of infinite length. Now, we'll take the line, the charged line with the length infinity, because we start from minus infinity to plus infinity. So, which is kept along the z-axis. So, like this, it will be kept. Okay, in this direction. Let me change the color. So, in the z-axis, like this, from minus infinity to plus infinity, the charged. So we the line charge density of this one will be rho L. Okay, so we cannot tell what is the total charge because it is an infinite length. So we express it in the terms of line charge density. Okay, we consider a point somewhere here represented by Z prime. Okay, in that one I am considering a small piece of the line because I cannot find the total in electric field intensity directly because this is starting from minus infinity plus infinity where I don't know what is the total charge. So if I know the total charge I can use that, but it will be rho L into infinity which cannot be calculated. So I am considering a small element of that line. So since this is in the Z axis, I represent it as dz prime. Okay, now what is the small charge of that length? Can anybody tell me what is the small charge in that region? dq. The length is dz prime and the charge density is rho L. So what will be the total charge in that piece, small piece? How much it will be? Yes, very good. Rho L into dz prime. Okay, rho L into dz prime. So we got the charge. Okay, we want to find a point which is at a length rho from the which coordinate system is good for when I am analyzing the charge due to electric field intensity due to a line of charge? Which coordinate is better, Cartesian, cylindrical, or spherical? Okay, somebody told Cartesian. Why Cartesian? Always we have to select based on the shape of field it generates, right? That is easiest method. Here, if you consider a point, if you go for a loci of points which is equidistant from that point in all direction, what it creates if you are considering a point, single point, which is kept at equal distance, what it creates? Cylinder or sphere? If I am considering a point, it will be sphere. Okay. If I am considering a line and I am measuring equidistance locations from loci of points from that line, what it creates? In all that, it creates a cylinder, right? So it will be like a cylinder like this. So here we are considering a line of charge. So which coordinate system now, please, will help us in calculating, will make us easy to calculate which one? Since we have a line of charge, we are taking an arbitrary point which is kept at a rho. It can be any direction, so it makes a cylindrical, right? So we go for cylindrical coordinate system. Now never confuse with this rho L and this rho, right? In cylindrical we have rho phi z. Rho is a radius of the cylinder which we are considering. This rho L is different. Okay. So we kept a point, we consider a point P at a distance rho at any angle phi, because electric field intensity doesn't depend on which angle we are keeping, right? And I'm keeping it in the origin axis, so Z component will be 0. Okay. Why? Because I want to consider the property of symmetry so that I can simplify this derivation. So I'm considering a point P which has so it is at row 0 0 at assume row 0 0 because I am not bothered about phi. So what is this position vector r? R is equal to, can I write it as rho arrow cap, right? Vector r is equal to rho arrow cap. Okay. Now, what is the unit vector of this point? This is at z prime. What will be the coordinate of this one? What is the rho for this one? Can anybody text what is the coordinate of this point? Z prime, at a z prime. Let me represent it as r prime, the unit position vector of this one. R prime, vector r prime. Can anybody tell me? So what is the rho coordinate? It will be 0 because there is no radius. Phi will be 0. And what will be z? Here it is itself, it is mentioned z prime. So what is r prime? Z prime az cap. Is that clear? Anyone has any doubt here? If you have any doubt, please unmute and ask. Is this clear? R prime is equal to z prime az cap. Okay. So we want the vector which connects these two, right? P and dz. That is represented as vector r. So what is vector r? We discussed this one. We have a point 1, we have a point 2, and the position vector is r2. This one is r1, and this vector then r2 minus r1, right? The same principle I can apply here. This is rho arrow, this is our r, this is r prime, that r prime. So what is r, vector r? This vector, can I write it as r minus r prime, vector r minus r prime, okay, or r dash. So what is that? R minus r dash is equal to how much? Rho arrow minus z az. And what is the magnitude of r? How to find the magnitude of r? You have to find the square root of all the components, right? So square root here, rho square plus, so this is z prime. So rho square plus z prime square. Okay. Is this clear? Okay, please respond. Is this clear? Anyone any doubt? Okay, so we got r and magnitude of r. So we have to find the electric field intensity which will be acting in this direction. Okay. So I call this as dE. Why it is dE? Because we are considering the electric field intensity only due to a small element. I am not considering for the entire length. Only due to this element I am considering. So this is dE. So what is dE? dE is equal to It is charge, that is dq, divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 mod r square, right, into vector, the unit vector along the direction of r, so ar cap. So we know that this is nothing but dq by 4 pi epsilon 0 mod r, because here ar cap is vector r divided by mod r, right? So you'll already r square is there and r, so it will become r cube. So I will erase this and write it again as dq divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 mod r cube into vector r. Okay. So we got this expression dE, sorry, dE is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon dq divided by mod r cube into vector r, which is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq. Mod r is nothing but square root of rho square plus z prime square whole cube into vector r is nothing but rho a rho cap minus z a z cap. So this is the dE. Now how to get the E from this one? E. We have to, so we got dE, right? We are, yes, very good. We have to integrate. So integrating 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq by square root of rho square plus z prime square whole cube into rho a rho cap minus z a z cap. Okay. Now we have two components which we have to integrate, one along the rho and another one along the z. Two components we have to add up. So we'll come to the figure again. Let me erase this one. So we took a point z prime here. We took a point z prime here. We took a point z prime and dz is prime here, and we took a point P here at a distance rho, and we said that this is the distance between z prime and P, and this vector will be in this direction, dE. Can I find the two components of the vector dE? What are the two components? We studied this one. If a vector A is there, I can split into two components, one along the x-axis, another along the y-axis. This is the vector A, this is Ax, then this will be Ay. So similarly, can you tell me what is this component and what is this component? In which direction this is? If this is the rho, which is this direction? I'm splitting into two components. Rho x and rho y. We don't have x and y here. Okay, dE sin theta and dE cos theta, okay, but I am asking which is the parameter. Yes, very good. D E rho in this direction, because this is the direction of rho. And what is this direction? Downward. This is the z axis. This will be minus z axis. Okay. Yeah, very good. D E z. So D E can be split into D E rho. Now, uh, while integrating, okay, I'll make it smaller. It is. So I have z prime here. The point P is here. Dz prime is also here. Due to this, I am calculating the electric field intensity. So that can be split into d E rho and d Ez. Is this clear? But since I am integrating from minus infinity to infinity, I have to calculate from all the length, right? So I can find a similar dz prime in the other side at the same distance. Okay, here. So what is the electric field here? It is in the line connecting, right? This is the line connecting that point. And I will use another color. Okay, so this is the line connecting these two. So can I write like this? The electric field intensity due to that dz will be in this direction. Due to this one, it will be in this direction, which also can be split into again dE rho and dEz, right? The length is same, so the magnitude of dE will be same, which I represented in red as well as in blue will have the same. So magnitude same means dz, this dz and this dz are same, but their direction are opposite. So integrating means I'm adding all these effects, right? So while adding this one, this will be added with this component. So what it will happen? What value you will get? Plus dz plus minus dz. What will happen? It will cancel, right? If I take any dz, if I'm taking arbitrary dz point, right? If I'm taking dz here, there will be similar point here, so that z component will be cancelled. That is the beauty of symmetry. That is why we consider symmetrical condition. So for any point, if I take here, there will be a point here such that the dz component will be cancelled. Due to this, you will get a E here. Similarly, due to this, you have a D in the other direction. So obviously, that will cancel. So there won't be any dz component, but a d rho component will be added, right? So is that clear how dz is cancelled? Anyone has a doubt? Do I need to repeat anything? Please tell me if you have confusion in this. Okay. So as we discussed here, this integral will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon dq by rho square plus z prime square root whole cube rho a rho minus integral 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq by rho square plus z prime square root and its cube z a z cap. Now what is this? This is the E rho component. And what is this? This is the dEz component. And what we found while integrating, what will happen? This term will become 0, right? This term will become, only left thing is d rho a rho. Is this clear? Okay, why this dz component becomes 0? We have saw in the figure. For each point, there will be an opposing component. So that will cancel each other. Only hero component will be left. So we got E is equal to integral dq by 4 pi epsilon 0 square root of rho square plus z prime square cube rho hero cap. I think this much is clear for you, right? D is equal to. Now what is dq? dq we have discussed, which is nothing but rho L dz prime 4 pi epsilon 0 rho square root of rho square plus z prime square whole cube rho hero cap. So can anybody tell me what is the limit for integration? To integrate, what is the parameter we are integrating? What is the d component? What is this? Dz prime, right? So we are integrating along the z axis. So from where to where I have to integrate? Yes, very good, Kushi. That is minus infinity to plus infinity, right? So which all things are constant here, which I can take outside? Rho L is constant. Rho is also constant because it is we are integrating with respect to z prime. So arrow cap is constant. 4 pi epsilon 0 dz prime divided by integral minus infinity to infinity dz prime divided by rho square plus z prime the square root whole cube. So this is a difficult integral. We need to know the integration tables, how the integral of 1 by x square plus y a square root of, and its cube is there. So this is a difficult task to integrate. So we'll see another method how we can, by substituting, how we can uh, calculate the integral. Okay. Now we are coming back here. Where is this? Now I'm taking a point P here. Okay. And as we discussed, this is the z prime. And here we have the dz prime, small element. And this is the vector dE. And it can be split into two components. If this is the angle theta, then we have what here? Here we have, if this is angle theta, what is this angle? Two lines are parallel. This angle is theta. What is this angle? Theta. Yeah, very good. So what is this component? dEz. And what is this component? dz we are not bothered because hello, am I audible? No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. What is d0? The adjacent component is cos theta component. The opposite component is sin theta component. So it will be, I want the length of DE, so DE sin theta. I want only the magnitude, so magnitude of DE sin theta. Now, what is DE? DE is, we have discussed, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 charge divided by uh, mod r square AR cap, right? Right. So I want mod DE. So mod DE means its magnitude. So we don't have this vector. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq divided by r square. R is also magnitude of this length. Okay. Now we got DE, which is nothing but only D. We have to consider the DE rho. So DE rho is nothing but mod DE sin theta. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq, that is rho L dz prime divided by mod r square sin theta. Now again you have a problem, like, because you have a variable sin theta here and the integration with respect to dz prime. So we will change that. So this length we know, this is rho, this length is z prime. Okay, so can you find a relationship between rho, z prime and theta? What is tan theta? Tan theta in this triangle. You see this triangle. What is tan theta? Rho by z prime. So what is z prime? Rho by tan theta. I'm interchanging z prime and tan. So it is rho cot theta, because 1 by tan theta is cot theta. So what is dz prime? Because z prime I got, I have to change dz prime. So what is dz prime? Derivative of rho is constant with respect to theta if you are doing. So what is the derivative of cot theta? Minus cosec square theta, right? D theta. Okay. So we got z prime, z prime is equal to rho cot theta, dz prime is minus rho cosec square theta. And one more thing what we want is mod r. Mod r is root of rho square plus z prime square. So substitute this one, where z prime is rho cot theta. What you will get? Just try once. Mod r. Rho square plus z prime square is rho square plus rho square cot square theta. So root of rho square, yes, 1 plus cot square theta. What is 1 plus cot square theta? Cosec square theta, right? And this is the trigonometric identity you have to study. So this will be rho cosec theta. Okay. This is clear, I guess. So we have to find E, that is our intention, which is E rho, A rho cap we found because the EZ component won't be there. And E rho is nothing but integral dE rho, which we found that integral dE rho is 1 by 4 pi epsilon rho L dz divided by R square. We have to substitute all those things. Come back here. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 rho L dz prime divided by square root of, sorry, rho square plus z prime square whole square sin theta. So what is this now? Integral 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Substitute all those things. Rho L. What is dz prime? There is minus rho cosec square theta, right? Sin theta divided by rho square plus z square. We found that it is rho cosec theta, and its square means rho square cosec square theta. So we can cancel cosec square and cosec square, and now here d theta is there. Rho will cancel with the rho square, so all the constants I can take outside. Rho L by 4 pi epsilon 0 rho integral sin theta d theta. Okay, for z it was minus infinity to plus infinity, right? Now it changed to theta. Now can you tell me what is the limit? This is the angle theta. So what will be the value of theta when z is minus infinity, and what will be the value of theta when z is plus infinity? What is the value when z is equal to 0? If I bring the dz here, what is the value? This angle between z axis and theta line. This angle is how much? 90 degree, right? If I move in the negative, what is this angle? More than 90 or less than 90? It will be more than 90. And what happens to the angle as I move towards the minus infinity direction? 90, more than 90, more than that, more than that. Like if I go up to minus infinity, what will be the value? Where it tends to? Can anybody tell? As z tends to minus infinity, theta tends to 180 degree. Yes, correct. Or pi. Correct, correct. Now similarly, tell me what happens if I move towards z is equal to infinity. Here it is 90. Here it lesser than 90. But as you move on, the angle decreases. And as I move to infinity, what will be the value of theta? As z moves towards plus infinity, what is the value of theta? 0. Correct, correct. So minus infinity to infinity, now change it to 180 degree to 0 or pi to 0 in radians. Correct? So we'll do that integral now. Pi to 0 sin theta d theta. Can you find there is a minus sign is there that is missing here? So put minus here. So can you find the integral? Minus Try once how to find the value. So what is integral sign? The integral of sign is minus cos theta with the limits I to 0. So minus I can cancel. So rho L by 4 pi epsilon 0. What is cos 0? 1 minus what is cos pi? Minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will be 2, which cancels 4 by 2 times. So the final answer will be rho L by 2 pi epsilon 0, right? And our vector E is how much? 0, rho cap. There is no z component, so it will be rho L 2 pi epsilon 0 rho cap. That is the final expression. So if it is a point charge, we got that E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by r square a r cap, or if it is a small radius is r, I can write a r cap. So here it is a spherical system is best suitable, and if it is a line charge of length infinity, electric field intensity is 1 by 4 pi, 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0. Instead of q, we have rho L here. Rho L 2 pi epsilon 0 rho. Correct? So, what we can infer from here, from these two equations? Here, the electric field intensity decreases as the square of the distance, right? So, as the distance increases, it decreases very fast, because it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. But here, if this is the rho, it will be inversely proportional to just rho, not the square of the distance. Okay, this we have seen in our daily life. This is point charge and the field due to, or the effect due to a point, and this is a line and field. You might have seen this one in your daily life, incandescent light or a round bulb, and if you have a tube light, which gives more light. If you see this light, it will be bright near the bulb, but as you move on away from the incandescent, which is acts like a point source, right? As you move away from the light intensity goes on decreasing as a square of the distance. But if you put a tube light which acts like a line charge, right? What happens to the light intensity? It will almost it will give the range more than compared to the light, the incandescent light, right? So this is how the field due to line charge. Similarly, next case is we have the sheet case that we will discuss in the next class. Okay, so that's all for today's class. We'll